before we get started with our stories today, we have a few announcements.
Yes.
First of all, we're going to start in-person story times October 14th. Yeah, that's right. We're so excited, aren't we, Brad?
Yes, we really are.
It's going to be at the barn, and the barn is in Memorial Park. It's the
Boozier Stein Barn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Memorial Park, right across from the library, over by the play area, if you know the plaza up here.
So we're going to open up the doors. It's going to be coolish. It'll be middle of October, so be sure to put on your coats, bundle up warm, and don't forget to wear your mask too. All right, we'll see you there in person. Also, for the toddler baby story times on Tuesday for October, Brad has already put out the book bundles, so come on down, pick up your book bundles, and you can read along with us at Storytime. And then I wanted to mention Dolly Parton Imagination Library. We've been doing this all month. It's a great service for birth through up to 5 years of age children who can receive a free book every month, made possible by the Dolly Parton Imagination Library and our Library Foundation. And finally, one of the people that were instrumental to making this service available for all the children in the Wilsonville area is our very own Pat Duke, our library director. Yay, Pat. And we just wanted to make sure that he knows how much we appreciate him because he's retiring at the end of the month. So thank you, Pat, for this service and many, many more that you've offered over the years. Anything else, Brad, that I've forgotten?
Oh, man, I think we covered most of the stuff going on.
Shall we sing our welcome song then?
Yes, let's get ready and sing our welcome song. Can you guys all wave your hands with us? Wave along. Here we go. Come on. Wait. I jumped into the other.
You went to the other song, yeah. Yeah, I know, going back and forth. But we're still using our wavers. You got it? Yep. All right.
Wave, 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 waving happily, but we'll stop waving while we count to 3.
All right, we're going to get out our hats. Here's our hat. And we're going to put it on 3 times. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good.
Good job. All right, clap your hands along with us. Here we go. Clap, 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 clapping even more. But we'll stop clapping while we count to 4.
So this time we've got our hats on. We're going to take them off. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job.
All right, very good. Let's stand up on our feet and we'll do a little stomping really quick. Here we go. Stomp, 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 stomping really quick. But we'll stop stomping
while we count to 6. Okay, this time we've got a bunch of hats and we're going to throw them out. So here we go. 1 hat, 2 hats, 3 hats, 4 hats, 5 hats, 6 hats.
Hey,
that'll be important for our story later.
Oh, well. All right, while we're up on our feet, let's do some jumping up and down. Here we go.
Jump, 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 jumping is so great. But we'll stop jumping while we count to 8. Okay, this time we're going to count to 8 by stomping our feet and shaking our hands. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great.
Awesome. Very good. Let's get ready for our stories. Pull out your books. You make a book with your hands with us, and let's get ready to read. Read, 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 reading once again, and we'll be ready once we count to 10. All right, really quietly. Let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, my friends. Give yourself a little round of applause. Yay! So today's theme
that we came up with is all about hats. And I have a couple of books that I want to recommend before we start our stories about hats. Hats are not for cats. And I think, oh, we forgot to mention Sam. She is helping us make sure everything goes smoothly in the story time. And I think she'll put this up on our site too. But it's about a dog who tells a cat that a cat can't wear a hat. And you can imagine how that goes over with the cat. So find out what happens in Hats Are Not for Cats. And then, do you have a lot of different types of hats at home, like maybe snow hats or rain hats? Well, this is David McPhail's I Had 10 Hats. And it talks about all the different hats that we have and what we use them for. A great story. Great David McPhail has written I Had 10 Hats. I think Brad has some suggestions too.
I do. We couldn't have a hat story time without talking about Jon Klassen and all of his hat books, a cycle of them, if you would. There is This Is Not My Hat. Little fish has a hat, but it is not his. And I want my hat back. You might have seen us do this in Storytime some. A bear who also, he's lost his hat and he wants it back. And has to go on a search for it. And then, of course, we found a hat. 2 turtles. No one wants to touch the hat that was found, though. Or do they? And I decided to go on hat day because I do wear more hats now to protect myself from the rain and snow and those things too. But I don't always do that. And I don't have a lot of hair left, so hats protect me sometimes. But whatever your hair situation is, you should love yourself and love that hair. And I found this book called Hair Love. It's good for me to read. So even though mostly gone, hey, I still love what I got going on.
It's a great book.
Really
oh, I'm so glad you brought that, Brad.
And we're going to start with a story that has a bunch of different hats in it. And it is called One Rainy Day. Oh, I think you want to go play outside?
Oh, that's a great idea. Let's go play. We haven't played outside for a long time. Okay, let's go.
It's raining outside.
Oh,
Oh, it's raining out. We can't go play outside.
It's raining out. We can't play outside.
Oh, what should we do?
I don't know. There's nothing to do around here.
There's some paper on the table.
Oh, well, yeah, there's paper. But
Wow, big
what
paper.
are we going to do with paper?
I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, it's a big piece of paper.
It's a big piece.
You know, I bet if we
What are you doing there?
Well, let's try this. Fold in towards the middle.
Okay.
Kind of have an angle there, and then we'll do the other side too.
Okay. All right. And just fold it over
You could try this
again.
at home too if you wanted to. You could get some paper and try folding it with us too.
Oh, that's a good
Fold it in
idea.
half, and then fold this, and then we'll fold it back in half.
Okay.
And
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. Okay.
All
Here
right,
we
let's
go.
see who can fly the farthest.
All
Are you
right.
ready? On 3.
Okay.
1,
2.
We're playing in the house.
Oh.
Well, if we can't throw
Well,
airplanes.
What can you do with that then?
Okay. How about this? Okay. Make sure we got nice
Okay.
tight lines. And
Okay.
then fold this
What
little
are you
flap,
doing here?
the bottom flap.
Okay.
You fold that up.
All right. Just like that. All right.
Good. And flip it over.
Woo!
And we'll fold up in the bottom again. Oops, I messed mine up already. I got very excited when I was flipping it over. Lost my fold.
Oh,
Okay.
there
From
we
the
go.
bottom.
There we
Okay.
go. Okay.
Now
Oh,
that we have done that, we have, you can open it up,
oh, look at this.
and we've got a rain hat. Oh, good. rain
Really,
hat.
we'll never get wet in this. This
No, we
is
got
great.
protected
All right,
built
let's
from
go
the rain.
outside and go play. All right.
Yeah, we can
All
go
right,
outside
let's go. What?
You hear that?
Oh my
Was that-
goodness.
What do you think that was?
Do you think it was a fire truck?
Oh, fire truck.
Oh,
Yeah. Let's keep that hat. Pull the front and the back.
okay.
Uh-huh. Then pull from the bottom up to the top.
Okay. Let's see how you did that already.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Tricky
It
stuff.
is tricky stuff.
Then
I have been
Kinda
tricked
tight
several
shape.
times.
you open it up.
Okay.
You got a fireman's hat.
A fire lady's
A
hat.
fire, yes. Let's go put out some fire. We
Oh,
did it. That was a good job putting out
I
fires.
know. We're good.
What other kind of hats we could make?
I don't know. That was
Maybe
great.
If you flip that over.
We flip it over. Okay.
And do it again.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And 1, 2.
Nice. Oh, I see. Ooh.
Looks like a 3-sided kind of hat almost.
Oh, like we did. Yeah.
Cornered hat, sort of. Oh,
Oh, look at that. You open that up.
Look at that. Oh.
Oh,
I think this is my
ahoy.
pirate
Oh,
hat.
you put it on that way, too. Oh, very good. I heard it was talk like a pirate.
Oh,
Day.
it was just a few days ago.
Because didn't you and Deborah do a story time?
We did pirate story time last week.
Oh.
Check it out on YouTube still too.
I think you should walk the plank.
What? You walk the
No,
plank.
you walk the plank.
If only we had a plank to walk.
I know, right?
But you'd need a boat first, wouldn't you?
Could you make a boat?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so. So if you just fold that in,
So you fold
And
them
then-
in.
take your top corners
Oh.
and pull outward.
Oh, look at your boat, Brad. That's a, oh,
And
hey,
right
I
along the
did it.
bottom.
Yay, I made a boat too.
Little mass right there.
See, I've got a boat. Nana, nana, nana.
B7.
Oh, Brad. Oh, no. There goes part of my boat. I'm going to rip
Did I hit
this.
you?
You did. Look what happened. Okay. Okay. C4.
No. Whoa,
Ha, ha,
You-
ha.
no.
Ha, ha.
You
Battleship.
My battleship.
Ha, ha.
Lemon speed.
Oh, no. There goes another hole.
Oh no!
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
goodness.
Look at my
Oh,
poor
we're in trouble
ship.
now. Joe, look.
What? What?
It's
Oh,
an
no. Iceberg. Oh, no.
We're in the iceberg. Wait. Oh, it's putting a hole.
Oh, I'm
in the
having a hard
side of the
time having getting this.
Oh no!
Oh, no, it couldn't be. Oh,
It's gonna sink. We're going down. Never let go, Joe.
hey, Brad.
There's room on the door for both of us, Joe. Don't let me sink.
Bye-bye, Brad.
Oh, I
But
think we
look.
kind of ruined our boat.
But no, wait.
What?
Look.
Oh, hey, we can put these on and go outside
We can.
because we made
Raincoats. Oh, I like that.
the end.
Yay! Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
You know, we're going to move this out of the way.
That's right. And we'll have you guys get up on your feet with us. And we're going to do a little song together, okay? All right, I will teach you the motions.
Okay, I've got to practice this several times.
Well, they don't know how to do either,
good.
so it's their first time. So, okay. So first we want 3 fingers, okay?
Or you can do
Okay, so you can do it that way. Yeah, you could do those 3 fingers. You could do your thumb and 2 fingers, but you want to try and do 3 fingers, okay? And you're going to need a hat, of course, today's theme. Hat, your hat. It has 3 corners. So you point your elbow out.
Oh, okay.
And touch your elbow, okay? And we'll do the song together. So those are our 3 things. So we sing. First, you put your hat on.
Okay.
My hat, it has 3 corners. So touch your elbow, good. 3 corners has my hat. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat. You got that?
You're not going to do it faster, are you?
No, we'll try it again together, nice and slow. Okay, everybody, you try it with us, okay? My hat, it has 3 corners. 3 corners has my hat. You already missed it. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat. Good. Let's try it one more time.
Okay.
Speed up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Ready? My hat, it has 3 corners. 3 corners has my hat. And had it not 3 corners, it would not be my hat.
Oh, Brad. That was fun.
Good
that was
job,
really
Joe.
fun.
Excellent work. Excellent work. Good job at home, too. I hope you guys are singing and playing along.
So the stories that we have today, you'll see with our next stories, has a lot of repetition. And parents, that's a great way to help your child learn an early literacy skill of a narrative skill, is repeating the stories again and again so they can predict what's happening. So our next story, which is a great classic, is Caps for Sale. And you'll see the repetition again in this story. All right. Caps for sale. Once there was a peddler, but he was not an ordinary peddler who carried his wares on his back. Oh no, he carried them on top of his head. First, he had on his check cap. Then he put on a bunch of gray caps. Next, he put on a bunch of, you see what colors those are, my friends? That's right, brown caps. He put them on so carefully because he didn't want them to fall off. Cap by cap. Next, he put on a bunch of what color? That's right, blue. Blue caps. And very carefully, just like the others, he put them on one by one so that he could carry them through town and sell them. And finally, my friends, on the very top, he had what color cap? That's right, a red cap. He put those on the very tip top because those were the most popular. Red caps on the top of the gray, the brown, the blue, and on his very own check cap. Now, he walked up and down the streets slowly, very slowly, and oh so straight, so as not to upset his caps. As he went along the streets, he called out,
"Caps for sale! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!"
Now, one morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up and down the streets calling,
"Caps for sale! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!"
but nobody wanted a cap, not even a red cap. Now, the peddler, he began to feel very hungry, but he didn't have any money for lunch. So he said to himself,
I believe I will go for a walk in the countryside.
and that's just what he did. He walked out of town slowly, ever so slowly, so as not to upset his caps. The peddler walked for a long, long time until he came to a great big tree. And he thought to himself,
This looks like a nice place for a rest.
and so the peddler sat down slowly, ever so slowly, under the great big tree, and he leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb his caps. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First, his own check cap, then the bunch of gray caps, then the bunch of brown caps, then the bunch of blue caps, and finally on the very top, the red caps. And he found that they were all there. So the peddler, he decided to take a nap. And he slept, and he slept, and he slept for a very long time. It had been hard work selling those caps or trying to sell those caps. So he was very tired, and he slept, and he slept, and he slept, dreaming of ways that he could sell his caps under the great big tree until he woke up refreshed and rested. Now the peddler, before he stood up, he wanted to make sure that his caps were still there. So he put his hands to make sure that his caps were still there. Oh no! And all he felt was his own checked cap. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. But then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? On every branch of a tree, there was a monkey. And on every monkey, there was a gray cap, or a brown cap, or a blue cap, and even a red cap. So the peddler, he looked at the monkeys, and the monkeys, they looked at the peddler. The peddler didn't know what to do. So finally, he spoke to them. And he said,
You monkeys, you give me back my caps.
and what the monkeys did is they shook their hand. Can you help me shake your hand like that? There you go. Shake your hand. And the monkey said back, "Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo." Can you help me with that? Here we go. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Well, my friends, that made the peddler angry. So he shook both hands at them and he said to them,
You monkeys, you give me back my caps.
but can you guess what the monkeys did? Help me out with this. The monkeys, they shook both hands at them and they went, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Ah, well, that made the peddler even angrier. And so he stamped his foot and said,
You monkeys, you give me back my caps.
and guess what the monkeys did? Oh, you guessed it. They stamped their foot and said, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Ah, that made the peddler angry, so angry that he stamped both of his feet and said to them,
You monkeys, you give me back my caps.
And so guess what the monkeys did? Help me out with that. They didn't say that. They went, very good. Well, the peddler, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and he threw it on the ground and he walked away. But can you guess what every monkey did? That's right. They took up all their caps. They took off the gray caps and threw them on the ground. They took off the brown caps and threw them on the ground. They took off the blue caps and threw them on the ground. They even took off the red caps and threw them on the ground. They all came down flying out of the tree. So the peddler, he picked up all the caps that the monkeys had thrown down. First, he put on his very own checked cap. Then he put on the gray caps very carefully, one by one. Then he put on the brown caps, putting them on his head. Oh, there's one he's missing, but he found it. Next, he put on the blue caps, putting them on his head. Oh, that was a lot of caps those monkeys threw down. And finally, he put on the ever popular red caps on the very tip top. And the peddler slowly, ever so slowly, so as not to upset his cap, walked back to town saying,
Caps for sale. Caps for sale. 50 cents a cap. Smell a little like monkey. Anyone?
No. The end. And that's Caps for Sale. Another great fun classic. Well, we've had a great time today at Storytime. We hope you'll come back next week and join us. We have some more great stories for you next time on Thursdays at 10:30. But let's sing our goodbye song. Are you ready?
Get your see you later alligators ready. Here we
All
go.
right.
See you later, alligator. When your legs are on straighter.
After a while,
Crocodile.
when you're wearing a smile,
Pretty soon.
baboon, we're gonna fly up to the moon and say, toodaloo, kangaroo. It's been so nice being with you. It's been so nice being with you. Thanks for a great story time, everybody.